Please excuse the mess. The SonarFeed appears to be having a few difficulties.
It's super cool. And we're here at Sonar. Oh, just kidding. SonarFeed. Episode 152, the Terry Taco Edition. Let's go. Oh, yeah. We got a special commission right here. Terry Taco. Love it. Love it.
Wow. Wow.
Episode
Awesome.
152 of SonarFeed. The first one with Terry the Taco. Thank you.
My
Good
daughter
job.
makes a cameo before I do.
Yeah.
Hey, she's pretty awesome.
good.
I know.
She did a good job there. It's a nice drawing.
That's
Yeah.
right. Loved it. Loved it.
I am Aaron Riley, a.k.a. Sonar Riley, on Twitter. Across from me.
Hugo Garcia, a.k.a. Mi Vida Seattle.
And our very, very, very special guest is Kellydotgov.
Yes.
Kelly Raymond. Thank you for
Yes.
joining us.
Welcome.
Of course.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're very excited to have you
Thank
here this
you.
evening. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff. Sports
Yeah.
and life. In the pregame show, I had up a little header where it said, "Girls know sports." What? Because obviously some of the conversation, I changed it to be a little more, so we're going to have that on the show the whole time here. So talking sports and life with Kelly here tonight, and just a
Thank you.
little bit of everything. But before we jump into you, we have
Yeah.
to do our normal little intro.
Yes,
And,
just kind of catching up.
So how you doing, man?
Doing good, dude. Doing really good.
How was your week?
Aside from, I went 1 for 1 on fantasy football.
I haven't even looked.
But it's all right. I'm still in the playoffs. In the main one, the one that I really trash. There's a lot of trash talking. I got past. Well, actually,
Is
I
that
should
your
have won.
money league? Is
the
that your money
league?
league?
It's the big money
Yeah.
league. And actually, I'm up by like 20, but I have Lamar Miller right now and the kicker for the Giants, and I'm already up 20.
Ooh.
So the other guy only has the what's his name, Beckham, the wide receiver. So there's no way he should put up 30 points and me not put up another 10. So I should win. But aside from that, it's been really good. Playing some video games. I spent time with my niece, Penny. Watched the
I
Seahawks
love
game.
her.
Oh, my God.
She was awesome, man.
Penny's
She came over. She
adorable.
You
is.
responded to my text I sent you.
I did. I put a frowny face like, no. This guy.
What'd you do?
My son met her 2 years ago when they were 4. So about
Yeah.
a year and a half ago.
Yeah, a year and a half ago.
He had
Yeah.
dropped something off to me, and they were there for like 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And my son at 4 was going through that I'm going to marry everybody phase. And so he told me I'm going to marry Penny. Uncle Hugo
Said,
did
wait till
not.
she's 40.
He
Wait till
vetoed?
she's
He
40.
vetoed?
She's too young to be thinking about this right now. She's like not even 6.
I
So,
understand.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I wasn't saying he wasn't saying it like tomorrow.
Well, I just want to cut it off now so that he doesn't get any ideas about her teenage years. You know what I
So
mean?
he sent a frowny face back to me when I said, I can't remember who else. Somebody else responded in that thread. And
Yeah.
I
Do
said,
like an arranged marriage.
that's what I said.
That's fine. Just hit 40. Wait till
Okay,
she's
that's
40.
fine.
You
That's
want to
awesome.
take her past her like being able to produce children years?
No, not at all. My coworker had a kid at 40. You can
It's
have
just a
kids.
It's less
heck of
safe
a
at
lot
that point.
harder.
You know?
Yes, a lot
You
harder, a
know,
lot less safe.
Love trumps
Yeah.
all. Love trumps all.
Okay.
So
Okay.
4-year-old. I'm just
Okay.
saying. So he sent me back a frowny face. So I sent him back the iPhone chapel, and he didn't respond back to me.
No,
so.
but yeah, this has been good, man. I went to a couple holiday parties, hung out with my niece. I watched a really good movie. Went to the ECS End of the Year
Oh,
party.
yeah. How was that?
How
It was
that?
awesome. It was actually really cool, man. I liked. There was tons of people already,
Of
so
course,
that's
yeah.
always fun.
Yeah.
But I met a few people that I hadn't met before. Some people came up and said
I'm
hi for the first
surprised.
time.
I'm surprised.
There's a lot of people.
You don't
out
know
there.
everybody?
No, I don't. There's a lot of people in the world out there.
Sure.
Yeah. So that was cool. That was really cool. It was fun. Your hair looked fabulous, by the way. You were getting mobbed, so I didn't even get a chance to say hi. But I saw the hair. I was like, oh yeah, she's on fire.
Hugo's talking to Shemaine.
Yes,
not
I
me.
am. Yes, I am. Sorry. I didn't see Kelly at the party. Otherwise, I would have. But yeah. Aside from that, man, that's good. I had fun, man. How about you?
Good. So I was telling Kristen that because my feed always fills up every year. The weeks leading up to the ECS party is all about, I got to make sure my suit still fits. I got to make sure my dress still fits. I got to go buy a new dress. I got to buy new shoes. I got to buy. So I've been telling her that. And then
Yeah.
I finally explained what the party was. Bad husband. I didn't tell her before this because she always thought it was like a bro fest. the party. And I'm like, no, it's like a get dolled up, and so she wants to go next year. So
Nice.
it looks like I will be attending hopefully my first ECS party next year.
Yeah, I've
Nice.
still never gone to one.
I haven't either. All
What?
these years I've never gone to
Yeah,
one.
never
so
gone
my
to
wife
one.
wants to
Gotta
go.
go.
And
It's
so
fun.
I think we're gonna have a date
It's
night
cool. It's
next
awesome
year.
to see everybody that you hang
Yep.
out with at the games.
Yep.
You know, all
Yeah.
sounded out to be like dressed to the nines, in tuxes. I didn't get extra done because I had another birthday party to go to afterwards.
Yeah.
But
You
I
always
still-
have to
I
get
had a-
extra done. Just go to
Well,
the
I had a
birthday
suit
party all
jacket.
dressed up.
No, I did. But I like to like get down, so I gotta make sure there was. I got on the dance floor, but I had to have breathing room sometimes.
See, I've got a pretty strict no tie rule. I don't wear ties. It's something I had to wear them for years, and I just don't do it anymore.
I understand.
I would consider becoming like Adam, who's to my left here, helping produce
'cause he
tonight.
rocks the
Which
bow
thank you, by the
tie.
way, for helping produce. Getting our better quality sound here tonight.
Yeah.
The bow tie, I would consider rocking that and/or an ascot as well, obviously.
Oh, speaking of
so-
ascots, Mark was rocking an ascot.
Mark was rocking it until Matt Oak walked away with it.
Oak stole your ass.
No, I think.
Oh,
with
yeah.
his teeth.
Mark.
So
Wow.
Life is good.
Good,
we need to
man.
have another discussion,
Heard you
don't
had a
we?
nice
Yes,
little
we do.
bash at your house.
Yeah. Did he?
Yes, Tom.
Nice.
Tom did have a bow tie. I saw that.
Yeah, he rocked the
I
little
love
tux,
my.
too. It was like
yeah,
sharp.
I love my.
Wait. Tom had done many talks with me about doing a outfit change. Did he do an outfit change? Yes?
Okay, good.
Was he wearing?
What did he
Who
change
wore
into?
that then?
There was a couple
No, but
of
did he do
Santas
an
there
outfit
because
change
SantaCon
during
was
the
earlier that
party?
day.
Okay. Somebody was wearing green Santa or whatever, red Santa suit, like a suit, not like a Santa suit, but a suit that had Santas on it.
Yeah, that was a.
Oh, that was Curtis. Curtis.
No. Curtis was Krampus.
Yeah, Krampus.
Krampus.
Yes,
Yeah.
he wore a mask. It was kind of scary, not gonna lie. Yeah, but I looked at him and I was like, I looked at the outfit and I was like, oh, I think I know.
Yeah.
I think I know.
He posted it on Facebook later.
yeah,
That was awesome.
Yeah, he looked awesome, man.
Queen of Cascadia.
Tom, if you're out there, please tune in and let us know what happened with your outfit change.
Yes. But the Queen of Cascadia is still in high school, and she can't go to her first ECS party until 2021. So she has a few years to wait until she can go to the until she's 21 and over.
That's
a long time. It is kind of. It's like 6 more years.
Long
so.
time indeed.
Yes. So yeah, my week was good. It's been busy, obviously. Applying for work is always fun.
No, it's not.
It's the best thing in the world.
No, that sucks.
Absolutely, it's my
Yeah.
favorite thing.
But at least you did kick butt in Cards Against Humanity.
I won Cards Against
This
Humanity
guy
Friday
was
night.
on
Dude,
fire.
Dude, I
solid,
was
man.
Yeah.
on fire.
Yeah, and it was a lot of fun, man.
We had a good time.
We had carne
We had a good
asada
time.
tacos. We had chicken tacos.
Yeah. So we had
Yeah.
Taco
Yum.
Bar and Cards Against Humanity and drinks and
Yeah.
very good Friday night. And then life's good. I can't complain too much. So
What about you?
Good,
How you been
good.
lately?
I've been great. Really, really good. Started a new job a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
No longer working with Primera, although most people didn't know that I worked for Primera. Tried to keep that off the
On the-
interwebs.
Yep.
yeah.
I know how that goes.
The working new job, still doing my side stuff.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know how many people know about that either, actually.
The karate emergency.
Well,
Or
there's
no?
the karate emergency stuff, but I also I mentor single moms on the side.
You do what?
I
Mentor?
mentor single moms.
Really?
I didn't know that.
We
I
did
had
not
no idea.
know this. This is so
Wow.
awesome. I love
Yeah,
that.
that's my. It's not anything I ever do for money, but that's something that I've been working towards to kind of build a business for the future. Type
That's
of deal.
cool.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
I love it.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
awesome.
That is
That's
awesome.
cool. A SonarFeed exclusive, folks. Just throwing it
I
out
didn't
there.
know that. That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's
Probably going to elaborate on that a lot more today.
Okay.
Yes, we want to.
Man, I love it. Because as someone who is currently looking at what I'm going to do when I grow up, which I'm never really going to grow
Right?
up.
Do we ever,
But
grow up
no,
at all?
no, never.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
But I'm
Exactly.
looking at more of that kind of an opportunity to help. What can I do maybe to get off the old rat race and maybe do something that I really want to enjoy and help with?
Yeah.
So that's pretty fantastic.
Yeah, that's something that I thought about for kind of, I don't know, many years.
Yep.
Since I got done with all of my legal
Transitions.
circumstances
Right.
surrounding my daughter and everything, something that I always wanted to do to kind of give back, make somebody's life a little bit easier than
That's awesome.
how I had it.
Yeah, kind of learn from what I went through so you don't have to have such a hard time going through this.
It doesn't need to be that hard for anybody, and it shouldn't ever be that hard.
Right.
So that's something I always thought about, but I always wanted to make sure that I had my stuff together first before I started saying, this is how you should do your life. Kind of climbed back up and...
Well, as a dad, I mean, I'm not a single dad, obviously, but as a dad in general, when you have a kid, your whole life it's like you do the action, and then all of a sudden, 9 months later, boom, there's a kid, and you're like, okay, we took a couple classes, and it's like, oh, yeah, boom, automatically you're supposed to know everything you're supposed to know about everything.
Nobody knows everything. Nobody's ready. Nobody's ready.
No, God, no. Yeah. And then to have it be a single parent, whether it's a single mom or a single dad, but it's tough.
The single parent thing is rough, man.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
I like you even more now.
Oh
my God, that's so cool.
Was that even possible? I didn't think it was possible.
I didn't think it was either, because we always loved you. But I mean, holy crap, that's
let's go.
Damn. So before we go into more about you, we are for the fourth year in a row, we are doing our annual SonarFeed FIFA tournament.
Yes, I was here last year.
Yes. You're coming back next week. This year, I hope.
I hope so. I'll at least come watch.
There you go. You don't have to play.
Yeah.
Just bring your checkbook and then come.
Yes, please.
Dunk tank. Oh, yeah. Mark is going to do a dunk tank.
What?
Lovely.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
So that'll probably raise
original
more
fan
money.
of the year.
Yeah, we're going to make a
We're
lot of
break
money.
records. All the money.
Lickett has already asked if he can reserve the entire day. So, and what hourly rate? No, Marcus.
Mark wants it. Mark wants it.
But if for charity, though, if it is for charity.
We might take nominations.
Yeah.
Hey, if
we'll fill it with hot water.
If the price is right.
My karate emergency co-host would really like me to sit in the dunk tape.
Slick Hawk needs one throw, he says, off the air there. I love it. So, but we're going to do the fourth annual. We are going to do the Lamar Nagel Foundation again this year.
Yeah, let's go.
I have a call with him Thursday morning.
Yeah, to set up logistics.
Yep.
Is he going to be able to come back for this?
So, the reality is probably not. He probably won't physically be here. But we are working. That's part of the call Thursday, so that we can officially announce everything.
Sure.
He probably won't be here. He'll have a representative from the family here to be here with it, but he'll be most likely in D.C. We're targeting the last 2 Sundays of January as
I'm sure
the
that
dates.
You could get
one
some either current or former players to come in.
We already have 2 current players that are signed to the first team that have agreed off the air to come.
Yes.
We're not going to announce them yet. We're going to announce them soon.
Not yet, but very soon, folks.
And then he's promised to help us find another first teamer.
I have an idea.
And you have an idea, too. So we think we're going to be able to very much fill it up with a lot of people. But we are doing the Lamar Nagel Foundation. But part of what we want to do is, because he's been such an integral part of the community.
Yeah.
And we hope to be able to announce a little bit of where the money raised previously is going to be going to. So there's going to be a lot of good stuff here. So it's going to be one of the last 2 Sundays of January.
And you guys here on SonarFeed are getting exclusives.
It will probably be the last Sunday of January, but we'll announce it hopefully next week. I hope.
Great.
Hopefully.
And all our friends here on SonarFeed, you're getting exclusives. You're getting all this before it gets out. We appreciate you guys watching. It's going to be amazing. It really is. It's going to be fun. I love it.
I'm so happy for you guys.
Yeah, so we're excited. We raised $10,250 last year.
That's so
Our
good.
goal is to raise between $15,000 and $20,000 this year if we can.
You can do it?
I think we can. I think we'll be able to do it. So especially with the dunk tank, I think we'll go way over.
Yeah,
You're going to set it right out here?
Yes.
Yes.
We're working on logistics of where we can do it, but yeah,
I'm thinking right outside by the fire.
I think we can.
So it gets a little warm after each dunk.
We got to talk to the guys about where they can fit it to the door.
Screw it. Just let Fanta last year freeze.
What?
Just let him freeze.
Oh, hell yeah. I don't care about him. But
She's hardcore. I love it.
Didn't hear
he
me.
volunteered. He volunteered. That's the best part about it, too. So, anyway, so we'll...
Charmaine saying we need bubble baths.
Well, yeah, that'll give him his annual shower, so it's perfect. So for Mark,
Love it.
we're talking about Mark,
so this feels
Cody.
like we're on Twitter, but like in person. Like we have everybody that we would tweet with, or you hear comments back and forth.
Oh, rubber ducky.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
So anyway, so that's one. Before we go into you, I wanted to make sure we got into that because that's going to be a huge deal.
Yes.
We're excited to have Lamar back involved.
Yes.
He reached out to us last week after the announcement, and we're really excited to kind of still help with that foundation because even though he's at DC now, he's someone I'm still going to follow. I love Lamar. for a lot of reasons,
You
but
got to follow the locals.
yeah, always.
Oh,
Yeah.
no question.
Especially
No
somebody that
question.
you've worked so
Closely with.
Yeah.
connectedly
Yeah. Oh
with.
my God.
Yes.
And the fact that he just came up for our first one and just showed up out of the blue, kind
Yeah.
of, because we tweeted him.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, he literally
God.
just dropped an announcement. Was like,
Yeah.
yeah, what's up? Let's game.
Yeah. So, anyways, there we go.
Cool.
So
Love
that
it.
was the big announcement for tonight.
Let's go.
So there we go. So Kelly.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh wait, we have one question about. Oh.
You need my miles.
Oh. Justin Solomon.
You want me to get jailbait up here?
Justin Solomon will be. There is a very strong possibility that he will be a visitor to our show in the beginning of January.
I love Solo.
So, me too.
I
Solo.
love him.
Jay Solo's great.
Dude, he's awesome.
He's a
awesome.
two-time champion. Lamar
Yes.
won once. So if
Yes.
Lamar can't make it because he's at DC and Justin's not here, then we will have a brand new champion this year. So, all right. So let's talk about Kelly.
Yeah.
Go back as far as you want, but tell us about you.
Yes.
Who is
Okay.
Kelly? Obviously, we heard a
Who
little
are
snippet
ya?
in your. But who are
Not
you?
like that. That's not a very nice
Who are
tone.
ya?
It
Oh,
is.
no, wait, no,
You're
sorry.
right. But we're gonna flip the script, and it's part of kind of educating folks too who are newer to soccer about different. And I think that is a really cool flipping of the script. Like, who are you? But who are you? Tell us more.
I like the you because it sounds so much nicer. The
Yes.
ya has such a
Yeah.
bad connotation to it.
For sure.
Let's see. I've been a forever sports person, I would say. I generally like to tell people that I am my dad's only son. I'm
Nice.
the tomboy of the family, although I am the least athletic looking of the family. I'm tiny. I'm a tiny person.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure you did some pretty bad like point guard skills.
I was a 2. I
Were
played
you
basketball
shooting guard?
for
Let's
10
go.
years. And yeah, ish. I preferred the 2. I played 1 for my school.
Who would you say you played most like as a 2?
Oh, because see, what I really want to say is Steph Curry, but I was nowhere near that good.
Oh, wow.
I'd love to say Steph.
God, he's on fire right now.
But if I would have played that good, you never would have met me.
Right, okay.
So my first sports memory, I would say, is watching Napoleon Kaufman run for a touchdown in Husky Stadium with my dad.
Okay.
And
Dude.
I had this, I really wanted to impress my dad and tell him, show him that I knew stuff about football. And so I thought about it for, I don't even know how long. It was probably only a few seconds at the time, but it felt like a really long time. And he just run for a touchdown. And I was like, Dad. He's like, what? And I was like, Napoleon Kaufman is so fast. I bet he runs like 5 miles an hour.
So cute.
Right?
5 miles an hour.
I was trying to get, I was like, how fast does a person run?
Oh, my God. That's awesome.
And at my tiny little age, I had
You're
no
like,
idea.
5 miles is so fast. That's so cool, though, man. That's the
Yes.
things that would definitely stick. Those
Yeah.
things stick. That's cool.
Yeah, my dad had season tickets to the Huskies since literally before I was born. So those are my first sports memories, were of watching my dad play softball and going to Husky football games.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you have a brother, right?
I do, yes. I have
One?
a baby brother.
Baby brother. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So like me, I've got my daughter and my son.
Yes.
My daughter was I tried to get her into football, didn't really work. Baseball, basketball, soccer she got into huge. But
My daughter loves soccer and really enjoys watching it.
yeah.
And I think she plays more out of her love for Zach Scott than she does for any
Nice.
other reason.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you especially have seen how sweet that interaction is between Zach and my daughter. And
I remember like that first year.
I haven't told her about Zach yet.
Oh, wow.
yeah.
She
We won't
doesn't
be
know.
so hard.
She doesn't know.
See, isn't that the hardest thing to ever to do?
But it's not. I mean, he's still, going to be here. At least it's not like he's going somewhere else. That would be heartbreaking.
Yeah, well, yeah, we don't know. It's one of those things where I'm like, Bryn, would you like to come watch a Sounders game with me? She's like, well, is Zach playing? Wow.
See, and
That's so
I
awesome.
slide it in,
so cool.
and I slide it in, and I'll kind of like
Yeah.
wait till things are going well because this is the hardest time of the year. So
Yeah.
I've been bracing her for weeks. My daughter
For
for
changes.
weeks. Like, I'm like, well,
Yeah.
we're probably not going to have X, Y, Z, and she goes, we're not going to have who?
Yeah.
Who's going to be gone? And I'm like, well,
Oh,
because this is
man.
why, and
Yeah.
the business, and here's the
Dude,
reason.
I'm so glad I'm not at that stage yet
Oh
with
my
my knees.
God,
Oh, that
it's
would be so
tough.
rough.
It's tough, and I've been putting it off because I've been waiting to see what is going to officially happen with
Yeah.
it, what he's going to want to do, what the team may or may not offer him.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
so we'll see.
he's an icon, and like you said, watching him that first year play with his kids after the victory, and then now watching him this last year as the kids are older, I'm like, I remember when they could barely walk out there, and now they're kicking the ball and having fun. So yeah, that's a tough one right there. That's Mr. Sounder. It's the
He's so sweet with her.
Yeah.
And every time that she's walked out with him, he's always remembered who she is and past stories about her and
That's so
things
cool,
that she's
man.
told him.
That
and
is so
that's
cool.
something that only a dad can really do
Absolutely.
and appreciate. And I love that about him.
You know what? You know who he reminds me of? It's kind of a younger Brian Schmetzer, because Schmetzer does the same kind of thing. When we've because you
Love you, Coach.
we've been out
Love you.
with you, obviously walking the kids out a couple times, and watching Schmetzer come out of the before the game. When they're all focused on winning or
Yeah.
focused on this, and he'll walk up to the kids who are waiting in the tunnel, and he'll just wait in line with them. And I've seen him do this multiple times, where he just stands there like this, gets in line behind one of the kids, and just stands there until they
Let's
recognize
go.
that he's there. And then they're all like, "What's going?" And then he makes jokes with them, and then he holds their hand and walks them out.
That's
and
adorable.
so I can see Zach doing that.
Schmetz
so
is kind of a big kid, though, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Totally.
Yeah,
That's why we
you are,
love him
Coach.
so much, because he is totally
Even
a big
though
kid.
Schmetz just watch sometimes, doesn't he?
He does.
He
and
does.
I am eating a little healthier, Coach. I am. Shh. I'm doing it in my own way, Coach. Don't worry. I'm focused. Starting now, not at the
It's
beginning of the year.
adorable.
Now.
I'm starting at the beginning of the year.
I'm doing it now.
I'm
Let's
going through
go.
the rest of the year,
Yeah.
and then I'm starting. I'm not doing it because it's the beginning of the year. I just want to get through the holidays because I want to eat
I feel you. I feel you.
I wanna eat.
Totally.
without guilt. Yes,
Yeah.
without guilt. So, okay. So your dad was kind of the catalyst for you becoming a sports fan, so to speak.
Was
Yeah.
it through the
His
Huskies
love.
first? Because you were that was one of your first memories, Napoleon running.
I would say probably yes, though I started playing basketball so young. I would say they're
go.
probably
That's my first sport, too.
yes.
Well, my favorite sport as a kid.
Yeah. Well, it was honestly that's the only sport I've ever played. As I played it year round forever.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was the only thing that I ever did.
AAU.
Yep. Yep.
Love that. Let's go. Nice. Most points ever scored.
AAU or school?
AAU.
That's rough.
I'm just asking.
That's
Mine
that's
was
so
25.
long ago.
Mine was 25.
I don't. Mine's probably something
Okay.
about that. I never really remembered any of my stats. It wasn't
That's
my
so
thing.
cool,
It
though.
was.
I scored
it was
like
more
100
the
on double
win-loss
dribble
deal.
once.
Oh, double dribble.
Double dribble. It's an old basketball
Nintendo.
video game. Yeah.
Love it.
Best basketball game ever.
It was the best basketball game.
See,
Next to NBA Jam on the Super Nintendo.
Oh,
The
dude.
NBA
the
Jam
Super
was, yeah.
Nintendo.
N64 though.
Ooh, I could go with that. I could go with that too, but I don't know. I just
Yeah.
maybe because I was probably like a couple years older than you, so the Super Nintendo just hit me where I just connected. It was the
It
game.
was right in that sweet spot.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
And there was this. You know who I used to play with? It was the Knicks, and John Starks was money from a certain spot he could not miss.
Yeah.
He would not miss, so it was boom, boom,
But
boom,
that was
boom.
double dribble. If you went up to the upper corner over here and launched a three, it hit every
Automatic.
single time.
Yeah. So
All right,
you were a hoop star.
basketball.
Yes.
Star is.
Well, AAU.
There's an opinion.
AAU, you gotta have some kind of skill. You have to be pretty good to be on an AAU team. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I guess I only play horse these days, but
Horse.
yes.
That was the extent of my basketball career. Was
Well,
horse.
I
Or
stick
pig.
to horse now because after a couple knee dislocations and all that kind of good stuff,
Ouch.
I'm not exactly in the most basketball of shape, even after having a knee surgery. So I keep it to horse, and I keep my wins in horse.
Let's go.
Okay.
That was an awesome
Yeah.
game too, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we talked a little bit before the show about this, and since we're talking about your love of sports, etc., I mean, people know you on Twitter. You're not wine and sports. I think are two
Wine
of your,
and sports,
are two of your
yes.
favorite things.
Yeah.
Now, as an adult, you watch you watch all sports, or do you have certain things you watch or don't watch?
All of them, even all of the Mariners
so like
games.
If ping pong was on, competitive ping pong, you might watch
I
that.
would, yes, even poker. Yeah,
Okay, perfect.
yeah.
Okay,
I would take that over a sitcom most any day.
Yeah, me too. See, I'm the same way. I mean, I kid with my wife. I'm like, if you put on something competitive, I'm gonna watch it. It's just in my nature to watch it.
Yeah.
I'll
A
even
little bit
watch-
too competitive for my own good sometimes.
Yeah.
You can ask this guy sitting
Speaking
behind
of,
me. He knows a little bit about that.
We'll ask him after.
Even in a
That's good.
Nerf shootout or a Nerf gun shootout.
Yes,
we
even
are-
in a Nerf gun shootout.
Hold on, watch
Wait,
out.
I'm without Nerf.
No, I won't actually shoot you. But he texted me like 12 times, reminding me. Thank God.
I was like, make sure you bring it.
Yeah, 'cause I
we
would've
don't know if
I would've
she's gonna
forgotten.
come with the guns.
And he brought his protective
Yeah.
glasses, so if I shoot him, then
well,
we're good to go.
you know, listening to the podcast that you're on.
Yes,
Karate Emergency.
Yes, Karate Emergency. I heard someone got shot in the eye.
Alex,
So
he
I
got
was
his
like-
eye shot
Like
out.
really hard,
No,
like shattered.
He shattered his contact.
Yeah, right? So I was like, okay, I'm going to come prepared. I'm going to bring my – I was looking for Horace Grant. I don't know if you guys –
Yes,
Yeah,
the
back in the
goggles.
90s, right?
Oh, my
Yeah, I was
God.
looking for something like that, but could not find. So I found the next best thing. Let's
I
go.
have green of these.
Are you serious?
I have
Great minds
green
think
ones.
alike. Let's
Yes.
go. Let's go.
I love it. That's awesome.
It is, man. So we're prepared. We have it. I actually brought a ninja. What do you call this again?
A blow dart?
Blow dart, ninja Nerf blow dart. So practicing. I'm ready if we need to start playing.
Blow dart.
Yes.
Though some tells me because of your competitive spirit, I better take those glasses back once we do start playing. Let's
Yep.
go.
So I want to go through a couple of comments we've had here so far
Okay.
tonight.
Yeah.
Jason Buzzard, from Utah.
Yeah.
He said Kellydotgov is the perfect replacement for Lee. Or even Hugo.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, usually it's Aaron out, but I'm just reading what it says. I'm just reading what it says. And
Buzzard is just mad because I beat him in a video game, a video
Bitter
game
Betty.
called a Marvel video game, Ultron.
What I love is Buzzard's antics with his neighbor.
Oh my God.
Those are the best.
Right now.
And the best part is we
SonarFeed
stayed with him
live.
one year, and so we know it's true.
Yes.
I mean, it's like
You
it's-
have.
Oh my God.
Yes.
So then Lee responded that he's pretty
Snapping,
too.
don't worry.
To which Buzzard responded, "Yeah, but I bet she smells better than you." So
I probably do smell
Yeah.
better than Lee.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, you
true.
do. I can vouch 110,000%.
And then good old Tom Bureau
Oh.
says, ask a question here. Wow, you guys are low on topics tonight. If you invited Kelly,
no,
Wait,
he
what
said
did he say?
No, he said we're talking about his tux. So
What
that's,
did he say?
That's what the topic
oh,
is
is that what it's about? Okay,
Yeah.
I was reading. I'm reading out of context then. Sorry, I
He
read.
said that we started talking about his tux,
Oh,
and he
okay,
said,
now
"Oh,
I'm
you guys are
catching
low
up.
on content."
Okay. Oh my God, that's awesome.
I'm not sure, honey. I'm not sure.
Oh,
what-
my
ask
gosh.
Dave to help you out with that.
Would she like to ask a question?
So we have a
Oh, is she
special
good? Okay.
visitor here. Bryn
Okay.
was just on.
Oh, Bryn, would you like to
Bryn,
come
come
here?
back on.
Bryn, come here, baby.
Yeah. Say hi to the camera.
Say hi.
Say hi, camera.
Say hi, camera.
Hi.
Yeah. So Bryn is
my
our artist.
daughter that nobody ever gets to see.
Yeah.
No,
so,
no, everybody can see her.
So here's some of her pieces of art.
She was drawing over here.
Yes.
Awesomely.
Yes, with the support of Slick Hawk over here, getting some tutoring. Let's go.
Nice.
Turtle.
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 Oh, my bad. That's a turtle right there.
Tell him.
That's a turtle.
Yeah. Where's the taco? Where's the taco?
Taco, you went over.
Oh. Oh, sorry.
Those are
Taco
marks, so we want
Terry.
those
Taco
back.
Terry.
Yes. Right there. Right there.
Those are going on Mark's fridge. Thank you for drawing. Those
get
are
'em back.
awesome
We'll get 'em
drawings.
back.
Say thank you.
And
Thank you.
great job picking out the pajamas for your mom. Those are awesome.
Yes,
PJs.
they are.
I didn't pick them out.
And the truth comes out.
It is coming out.
No, that's not true.
Good job picking them out.
She's probably not even understanding what. Wait,
Mr.
no, she's not even understanding what you're talking about.
No, we're not going to put that one. No. Slick Hawk is trying to throw it. He's throwing
Oh
us
my
off the
God.
air. Well played. Well played.
I don't know how to draw this.
Mr. Soccer fan from Portland over there.
Oh hell! What are you doing?
No. No.
What
No.
are you doing?
No. 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 He tricked
Oh
you,
my
Brandon.
God! All right. We'll go on to the next.
Boo! Who are you?
Boo.
Who are you?
We'll go on to the next topic now. Brendan Vaughn would like to know: is that white wine? What type?
Let's use this one. This one's
Grigio Vaughn.
Oh, there you go. There we go.
Grigio. What? No, I missed Tom's comment. What did Tom say?
I was reading wrong.
Oh.
He posted that we were talking about Tom's
Oh.
talks.
What I taught him
So.
how to draw.
Now we've created a monster.
We have created a monster now.
It's all good.
All right.
What I taught him how to
That's
Nice.
a good
We
topic.
don't. Honey, that one says bad words on it.
Yeah,
It
we don't
has
want
a
to show
T-word
that
on
one.
it.
Do you know what's on there?
It's bad words. Oh yeah, bad words.
This is great parenting
It's-
101.
I know.
Great
Okay.
parenting
Yeah.
101.
Yeah.
It's still a work in progress. It's still a work in progress.
Oh my God, that is awesome. I love it. That is like the best troll ever, right there. That is
Well played, Slick. Well played.
played. This is.
Nah, I got-
See,
that was
My
Slick.
daughter is a performer, so
Yes.
we just started something.
This is the live. Yeah, this is the best part about live show is that
Yes.
it just goes into the.
Oh, I don't know if we want to do that.
Yeah. No, yeah.
All right, so let's go back to
Yes.
sports.
Let us talk sports.
Did you want to go continue drawing? Would you draw me a picture now?
Draw us more pictures. She's enjoying watching herself on the monitor. Absolutely. Um, all right, so let's go back to sports. So you are
Yes.
again. You're known for being that awesome sports
Yes.
fan out there.
Sure. Yes.
And not just like one sport, like all
All
across.
And
You know
last
your
week,
stuff.
Can't help it. Yes.
last week, a local rag decided to write an article, which I have not read. I did not click on the.
No me
the-
gusta.
I don't think she needed the extra clicks.
No, that's why I didn't do it.
Yeah.
But from my friend's paraphrasing and/or comments, I saw basically what she said, and
Yeah.
basically that if you're a woman, the best thing to do is go to a bar and get free drinks by pretending you're a sports fan. Again, I'm paraphrasing.
Let's be honest here. If you want to go to a bar and get drinks from a guy, you can do that without faking your love for sports.
Correct. Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Bingo.
True.
All right.
Bingo.
True.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
Yeah.
Plenty
So-
other ways.
So let's just be real. Let's just be honest with our intentions.
Yeah.
And if you want to give sports a shot, then by all means. But if you're not interested in sports, then don't fake it for anybody.
No,
That's
exactly.
like anything else.
Yeah.
Uh,
The best way to, if you want to be if you want a free drink, sure, you can go. You can go anywhere. I mean, guys are.
and really, I can pass some judgment on you for that alone. Buy your own drink.
Yes. Hey, that's how I'm raising my daughter.
You're
Can't
getting
drink
it
that, but
straight
that's how I'm raising
right
her.
Yes.
now.
Yes.
Yes.
You're strong,
Buy
independent.
Buy your own,
Buy your own shit.
drink.
Exactly.
Let's go.
I agree.
Your shoes, your purse, your house.
Everything.
Buy it all
You know?
yourself. Thank
Right.
you.
Don't rely on anybody else.
Yes.
Regardless, and to be honest with you, regardless of your gender, but in this case, because it was about females doing this,
Yeah.
but you can be of the female persuasion and enjoy sports.
Yes.
It's okay to
Yes.
be a female and
Yes.
enjoy
And
sports.
And you don't have to be some crazy super sports fan either. You can just
exactly.
enjoy watching. You don't have to know all the rules,
the-
all the plays.
all the stats,
You
the
don't have
average
to know
yards
the
per
difference.
carry.
Yes. You don't need to know the difference between a zone and man defense. You just love what you love.
I need a refresher. I haven't watched hoops for a while. Without the NBA,
Hey,
it's like,
football does zone and man too. You should know.
Good point. Good point. Good point. Good point. I got that one. So it is the same. It is the same. But I like the full court press that the Sonics used to play back in the '90s. God, that full court
Yeah, if
press
we're
was.
like bringing it to a full court level here.
Yeah, but we're covering
If we're
all.
talking about soccer. Soccer plays a mix of man and zone at all times.
Right.
Boom.
Yes, they do. Right.
They do.
Yeah.
You're right.
You've nailed it. I mean, I guess that's the fun part about this is life is whatever you make of it, and you just do. And I get on my soapbox every week, as everyone knows, and I'm
Really?
not doing it right now.
Really?
But I'm just saying.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
I'm not really getting on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But it's that when I saw that the article was coming about, it just drove me crazy to think it doesn't matter. And I want my daughter's 12, and it's
Impressionable.
important,
Yeah.
very impressionable, and I want her to be able to do whatever she wants to do. And we talk about that. You can
Yeah.
do whatever you want. I have to give Lydia a hug real quick. Goodbye.
Bye, Lydia. Love you, Lydia.
Yes, sir.
Good to see ya.
That's the owner of the Berliner Pub.
Love it. What up, Dennis?
That's Dennis, the
Yo,
Berliner
man.
Pub. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you, man.
Um,
Let's go.
It doesn't matter. So who cares? And just stop being dumb. And her defense of it
I
all
love you.
was like,
Yeah, you
oh
too.
my God, just
Happy
shut up.
holidays.
Stop. You wrote it for clicks. Your clickbait article. That's the only reason you wrote this.
Yeah.
That's the only
I'm
reason.
really hoping that's why she wrote it, because if there's any other reason, then
God.
I don't want to know that kind of female.
I mean,
No.
it just killed me.
I don't
that
want to
it-
know that kind of person.
Yeah,
Right.
seriously, it's like, come
Because
on.
I would consider myself to be in the feminist category, right?
Sure, sure.
Because
Well, makes sense. Makes
well,
sense. Makes a lot
yeah,
of sense.
But I'm also a big believer in I don't care, regardless.
Oh!
Eagles fantasy
Fantasy.
football.
Oh my God!
God.
Did
So-
Lamar score? Did Miller score any? Oh my
So
God!
anyway,
Hold on, keep going.
That's
That's
what
it.
happens
That's
when
all I want.
sports are going on during
Exactly.
sports talk.
Pretty much. So there we go. That's all I wanted to touch on, which is I wanted to
Sure,
talk to you and just make
yes.
sure that
Oh my God!
from the female sports,
It's getting too
well,
close
from
for comfort.
sports junkie
Look,
perspective.
it's like I am like all sports all the time, and my sister, for the longest time, could give to whatever about sports.
Yeah.
Beckham has got
Did
31
not-
points.
Wasn't interested.
Oh my God, no! The guy scored 31 points. I was up 20 going into the day.
Oh no!
This is a game.
You do realize we have a podcast right now, right?
Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Wow! I just went
Fantasy.
from a sure. I just went from a sure
I know.
playoff victory to now sweating it out.
Oh, you're in the playoffs?
Yeah, dude, this is the first week of the playoffs. You didn't see the tweet earlier?
No, I hope you lose.
Well, it is cold-blooded, but he's saying that because earlier someone tweeted that he got knocked out by less than 2 points.
Oh, that was the
That
playoffs.
was a knockout, dude. You got knocked out by less than 2 points. Hey, I'm on that league, too.
Lordy.
I feel you.
All right,
But my
whatever.
God, I can't believe this.
Damn
This is
it.
a big money league. Oh, I'm never going to let it go. Trust me. He's going to hear about that for sure. For sure. Less than 2 points.
Anyways,
Menos dos has her? No, let me try to come up with a
So,
good one for that.
back to-
Menos de dos. Less than 2. Sorry, I don't want to.
back to the conversation.
Yeah, sorry. Yes, sorry. Got a little intense there. Got a little intense.
Should we ask some of our questions, our normal questions?
Yeah, let's
Yes,
go with
give
the.
us
Close the
Questions,
book
go.
on. We'll close the book on that terribly written article,
Yeah.
and
Boo.
That one can die.
and
can.
We'll move on from there. But again, thanks for answering. Though. I guess I was curious to see your
Absolutely,
We wanna
yeah.
get your perspective for
your
sure
opinion,
on it.
yeah, on that. All right, so we always ask a bunch of questions, so we're going to kind of ask them rapid fire here to you. These are our
Gonna go
normal
rapid
SonarFeed
fire.
questions.
Okay.
We're gonna go with the standards.
A
Show
Biggie or Tupac?
Biggie or Tupac.
Biggie or Tupac?
It has to be Tupac.
Tupac.
West Side for Life.
West
Okay.
Side for life. Favorite taco.
Has to be. I don't know. I'm a simple girl. I just like the basics. Just give
Okay.
me the ground beef
Ground
with
beef.
with the cheese, the
Cheese.
sour cream,
Okay,
lettuce,
okay.
tomatoes. Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Simple.
It works.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to do your follow up? The last taco you ate? then?
Yes.
Is it the same, or is it a Taco Bell, a Doritos Loco at 2 a.m, or?
There's been a few of those post podcast. So yeah, I don't do fast food
Okay.
as a general
Yeah.
rule. But there have been some desperate times post podcast
Nice.
nights
It happens.
where you go get a late night taco.
Let's.
We understand that as purveyors of
Yes,
podcasts.
yes.
We understand
That
that.
ends at
And there's a
9.
Taco Bell right on my way home, so it's perfect. Okay.
There we go.
All right. So then, favorite Girl Scout cookie?
Samoa.
Let's go. Let's go.
Sorry.
Whoa. And we have an Amber Alert going
Amber
off as
Alert.
every phone goes off.
Yeah.
Damn.
But let's go. I
Oh,
love
really?
Samoas. So does Pablito.
Yeah.
Love Samoas. It's all about
Yeah, after
el
you sold them
coco,
on it.
el coco con el caramelo, con el chocolate. Tiene ese crunch que está bien rico.
All
Love
right. Well, just
it.
keep talking.
Of
Go.
course, sí, claro que sí, claro que sí.
God.
Tienes que
Amber Alert.
disfrutar.
Amber Alert.
Yeah, everyone's phone's going off.
Okay.
Okay, so then we added these couple here the last couple weeks.
Yes.
Favorite musical?
Annie.
Oh, interesting.
No.
Okay.
No.
Nope.
Sound of Music. Is that better?
I was touching it. Oh, I see.
Sound of
I
Music.
have a bad habit of always touching.
Sound
Wow.
of Music.
The
Really?
microphone.
Yeah, Sound
Wow,
of
he
Music.
admitted that out in person.
Yes. I'm great with my hands. What can I say? You know, I'm just always there. The button
Yeah, he's
here.
out. Yep.
We're going to have to share a mic.
No, hold on.
Share a mic
That means
here.
I'm just not going to let you talk.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Questions?
Okay, so you said Annie and/or Sound of Music.
Sound of Music.
Okay.
Final answer.
All right, and in that same vein, then, favorite director?
Well, movies?
Movies. Are you a movie person?
I am, but not to that extent.
Got
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
All
That's
right,
fine.
so this is gonna be a new segment, kind of
I
we're
watch
developing.
sports, okay?
That's cool. We got some sports coming your way. We're developing this segment, and it's called "Who Are Ya?" Getting to know you. So more rapid fires, okay? It can be a one-word answer. Or it can be as long as you want. Which was the last book / or wine bottle that you gifted somebody?
Book
Wine bottle.
or wine bottle?
Book or wine bottle?
Because you know me so well, wine bottle.
Well, I wanted to say book, but I was like, I want to know what was the last wine bottle she also, or maybe a book about wine.
Ooh.
You know, it's getting to know a little bit about your love and passion for wine.
Last book that I gifted somebody was The Introvert's Advantage.
What was it about? A little brief description.
Interesting.
The Introvert's Advantage.
Advantage.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yes.
Wh-
That's about understanding introverts
Yep.
and what makes us tick.
Yep.
And that's an internal a shy person, right?
Not necessarily shy. It's about where you receive and deplete your energy. Extroverts are
Okay.
energized by being in big groups of people,
Yep.
whereas introverts,
Yeah, no, me
being
too.
in big groups of people, that sucks all the energy out of them, and they need
I'm
time
sorry.
to
Sorry,
adjust.
guys. Did not know
Yeah,
that.
it's funny. So even
I didn't know that.
Lee brought this up and talked about it
Yes.
one episode of the show, and he's more of an introvert. You wouldn't expect it necessarily from Lee, but he has an
People
introvert.
don't ever expect that I'm an introvert.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
They're like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, I
That's
am.
shocking, but it's great. That's why we asked. This is who are
Yes.
ya? So another good question is, what you probably have already covered it on Twitter, but I haven't caught it. But I want to know because we want to know guys. I'm single. We want to know what's a good date wine.
A good date wine.
Yes. You know, I'm bringing. I heard that it's not good to have a home cooked meal on a second date. I heard about that on the show. But I like to do that. I actually believe in that.
We
But
wait
no,
until the
if-
third date,
Third
Slick.
A third date for
Home cooked meal on a second date.
Dude, I've done it on two. I've done it on two.
So when do you bring home to meet the parents then?
Ooh.
Wow.
You don't. Was just
Slick
said in the
said
But
you
let's
audience.
stick to
don't.
that first question. What is a good wine for a date?
Okay, it depends on if you are eating red meat or fish.
Okay.
Yep.
Meat, probably steak.
Then you go with the red, and
Yeah.
I would always side with a Pinot Noir in that.
Pinot Noir. Got
Yes.
it. Not it. Okay.
No, I said red. Pinot,
Noir.
Noir.
What is your favorite documentary?
Ooh. My favorite documentary. Duh. I don't. Favorite's hard
Or the
because a
last
lot
one
of
that
them
you
are.
watched.
Favorite's hard because a lot of them are kind of difficult to watch, and
Right.
that's why I like them. Is because they make you
Yep.
think, and
Yep.
sometimes they make you really uncomfortable.
Yes.
Absolutely.
The
best ones do.
Yes, and the ones that I've watched about food, especially, have
Like Food Inc. and some of those
Yes.
are so. Oh my God. It makes you never want to eat food
Have
ever
you seen
again.
the sushi one? The guy who's
Right.
like the
It
Oh, the
makes you
master.
sushi
just-
one is good.
Jiro something
Yeah.
sushi. That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Continue.
Two pieces together.
Yeah.
Continue.
Okay. Another one is, what do you believe in that others think is crazy,
Other things is crazy.
but you believe in it, and others might think it's a little crazy?
I believe in that others might think is crazy. I believe that the dead can communicate with us.
Nice.
There you go.
That is really interesting.
What?
Yeah, spirits.
Actually, it is true. I feel like I've been watching. I feel like I've been watching when nobody's behind me.
There you go, honey.
There
I
you
just
go.
I want it for you. There you go.
Do you? What advice would you give your 21 to 25-year-old self? Assuming that you're only 22 or 20.
My God.
Oh my God.
Be more patient. Read
that's
more,
good. Okay.
listen more, and be more kind to yourself.
Nice. I like
Yes.
that. I like that a lot, actually.
Be more kind to yourself.
Yep, I agree totally. If I would definitely be kinder to folks. Be patient to folks, man.
Yes.
If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
Currently,
Yeah.
I would also be more patient now. I am notoriously impatient. If I see a problem, I want to fix it.
Like, boom, boom,
If
boom.
I see something that has potential, I want to see it grow. I just want to change things rather than just letting it marinate.
And these are more to kind of get an idea of how you think, who you are. I like to find out how everybody kind of operates. I think everybody has special skills. Everybody's really good at some. So kind of getting to know them a little bit more like that gives you a really good idea of who they are. And you pick up and you learn new things. You know what I mean? So I like asking these kind of questions. Another one, just a couple more. I don't want to keep asking that. I could go on forever. Yeah. But here it is. Hold on. Where is it? Power up for the day. What is a morning routine that you do to kind of get you going? How do you power up? What's your drink? What's your go-go juice? Is it coffee, black, or what do you do to get going?
I drink chai in the morning. Chai is my go-to.
Okay.
I will drink black coffee at work because drip is the only thing that's offered. But if I'm drinking at home and I try to have a cup before I leave, I will have chai.
All right, two more. Quick one. What's the last thing under $100 that you bought that you think has been super impactful, super helpful?
I buy books all the time. Books, yes.
Got it. And last but not least, sports related. If you could go to any sporting event in the world, any of them, what would it be?
I would go to a World Cup for sure.
The World Cup.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go.
One year from now, when the Sounders are playing in Japan at the CONCACAF champion, or not CONCACAF, I'm sorry, the FIFA World Cup.
Oh my! The World Cup of
that
clubs.
would be something.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, our nemesis coming up, our opponent for March, lost in the World Cup of clubs to a Chinese team.
Super League.
So they're out.
Yep. They're out.
They just won and out. They're out, which
Done.
is great news because we're playing against them in less than 3 months.
Yep. And end of February.
Yes.
End of February, then beginning of March.
Correct. So they're already out.
Queen of Cascadia would like to know, how do you feel about having already supposedly spent all the TAM, all the targeted allocation monies that came out today or over the weekend a little bit?
My response to that is we never know how much extra money our team has. Come on now.
Yeah. It's true. That's the problem, is that they
MLS.
You're right.
MLS,
That's all that needs to be said.
where they invent the they're going to sign Dan Kennedy down in L.A. so we
See,
get
I
them
was
more
like,
money.
what was that? Come on, dude.
Come on, dude.
Come on, dude.
Thank you, Coog.
But good question though, because it's a great. I mean, it's funny money. It's all funny money, and
It's
who
funny
knows?
money that never makes any sense, and it
Exactly.
probably doesn't even to a GM who's handling the book.
Which thankfully our GM is an ex-lawyer, or is a lawyer.
Right.
So that hopefully helps us a little bit understanding the moronic rules of
Really
it.
excited, Grant.
I don't
really
know
excited
that
for you.
Grant?
lawyers have anything that's. Lawyers like money,
Yes.
but they don't necessarily know how to do a budget.
Yes. But that's why you have the money guy, Adrian, still sitting
Adrian.
there to do that.
I would
supposedly.
say
And he is-
Adrian is a numbers guy.
Yes, and he's a
very much
great
so a
numbers guy, great
Yep.
business guy,
Yep.
for sure.
Yep. Okay. Okay. So that was that. Are those the end of your questions?
Yeah, I could always keep going, but no, let's just keep it flowing.
'Kay.
Keep it flowing.
All right. So let's go on to looking here. I'm just making sure there's nothing else. I think we're good there. We cleaned up all those.
Quickly, favorite Sounders moment.
Favorite Sounders moment.
Wow, we're catching up on.
Mine is not going to be an in-game moment.
Okay.
Mine is going to be watching my daughter with Zach.
Beautiful. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Makes
nice.
a lot of sense.
Yep.
You guys kind of went into detail about that, and
Yeah.
I knew that because Lily and you guys have been involved with it, but I didn't know the extent and the detail of how those interactions work. I mean, and before I never really, I don't know if I want to, Penny's 5. I don't know if she'll really want to get excited. But now hearing you guys talk about it, dude, I can't wait to get it to go down and do one of those.
Oh, yeah, next
I'm
year.
gonna talk to my
Corinne
brother to make sure.
has absolutely loved every second of it, and she always asks me when she can do it again.
Nice. That's
Yes,
awesome.
Yeah,
she
it's the
loves
best.
it.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times Lillian's done it, and it's no matter who they walk out with. Of course, my daughter walked out with Chad Marshall
I love it.
3 times total, I think now, and he
know that
unblocked
These
me.
are
He
things that
unblocked me last
the
week.
kids remember for the rest of their lives.
Forever.
I'll tell you, when I was, I can't even remember how old I was, and it was either me or my sister's team, but getting to go out on the floor with the Husky women's basketball team. And there's a picture of my sister with one of the Husky cheerleaders. So these are just things that the kids never forget.
No,
It doesn't
right.
matter the
Completely.
significance of the game.
Yep.
It's the moments.
Totally.
Yeah,
I
the
remember I
players.
met Gary Payton at a Thanksgiving Boys and Girls Club community dinner thing, and I was already falling in love with basketball. But after meeting GP, and he had this gold Tupac chain, like the one that he used to
Yes.
wear. Yeah. I was like, oh my God, he had a White Sox cap and everything, looking all gangster back in the day. I was like, oh my God, this is GP in his prime. I was
Wow,
in love.
they just broke into Monday Night Football. Wow, so they broke into Monday Night
man.
Football with the Amber Alert because there's a carjacking with 2 babies in the car in
That's
Pasco.
something I really don't like hearing about. Though that's in
No.
Eastern Washington.
Right. So, but I love the fact that they break in and they put it out there.
Yeah.
I mean, all of our phones went off. 5
Amazing
minutes
how
ago.
things have changed since
Yeah.
we were younger, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yes.
You remember? Well, I'm old enough to remember Adam when he was abducted, John Walsh's kid, and that really started the change because John got involved in it. And that started the whole change, and then the Amber Alert, obviously. So, anyways, there you go. Live.
Sandra giving the feedback, and he's saying us gals can like sports for real. Loving that. Nice. Oh, nice. Good update there on that. I'm glad that.
Because those of you
that's-
watching this later will be like, "What the hell are you guys talking about?" But, but we did find it. So, okay, so let's go back to Kelly then.
'Kay.
And if you only had to watch one sport, what sport is it?
Slickhawk is eyeing me over here.
Keep it 100. Keep it 100.
And then I have a second question follow up.
Yeah.
Actually, it would be, and I'm going to go super duper specific on this.
Yeah.
March Madness.
Wow. Okay.
that's-
Yeah.
That's
I
about
love
the only
Luke,
basketball
so-
I watch anymore.
Yeah.
I watch college basketball. I don't watch
That
any
is
NBA.
my absolute favorite every year. It's just
So much fun.
No, but
all day excitement, craziness,
That
emotions
first weekend
all over the
especially
board.
is like the best thing ever.
how are the Huskies looking? Because I know you know
Dude.
you. Are they?
They're actually, it's amazing how good they're looking with how young they are. The only senior person they have on the roster is Andrew Andrews, and the rest are
That's the
freshmen.
kid that you guys were talking about on your show. That he's going to be
Yes.
one of the highest scoring Husky players of all time.
He's already passed Nate Robb, dude.
What the hell? I've never heard of the kid. That's so crazy. You
Was
hear
it-
of all these
Yeah, I
names,
think I
and
got
that's
that
just
right.
not one of the names you hear. Wow, that's
That's
prestigious.
it. And the part of the point that I made on the podcast, and probably this crossover here is little, but he's never been the star on any of the Husky teams that we've had. He has always been a setup
Like a role
guy,
player
a
type.
role player, yet he's been consistent in his numbers enough that he has accumulated this many points in order to start coming up the ranks and it being his
So you
senior
think
year.
he will be the highest scoring Husky
I
of
don't
all
think
time?
that he's going to be necessarily the highest. We'll
Okay.
see. But he's putting up some really amazing numbers
That's
right
so
now,
dope.
and he's just lights out. He's playing the 2 perfect, enjoying it.
So
Your favorite
is
position?
Is he as good as you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He's a senior
He's a
now.
senior, okay.
And he's from Portland.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Boo.
Yeah, I know. But he went to UW, so he made the
Yeah.
right decision.
Made the right decision. Yeah.
He made the right
No.
decision.
And you
Shut
got the
it, Mark.
cougar over there booing.
Shut it, Mark.
And, I would say that this team is really exciting. They're playing a lot of fast break ball.
I mean, are we talking like even as exciting as that Nate Robb teams, those teams
they're
that
the
went
same
to the
style.
Elite Eight?
Oh,
Same
nice.
style,
The one
more
that lost to
athleticism.
UConn on that
Yes.
crazy play. Oh my God!
So my follow-up question, and then
Yes.
actually Brendan actually has asked this as well, but
Ow.
what is wrong with your co-hosts?
Which one?
Both of them.
Yeah.
What is wrong?
But his follow-up question was, are you still trying to convince your podcast co-host to embrace soccer, or is that a lost
Speaking
cause?
of which, let me give you props because you take it. They give you nonstop, crap about
They
being
do.
a soccer fan.
Yeah, they do.
And we know how that goes.
Yeah.
So I appreciate the way you stand up for soccer and let them know, like, hey, shut it. Let's go.
My feeling is that you don't have to love soccer.
No, exactly.
You don't have to, and I'm not going to try to make you love soccer. As a matter of fact, I know that if I try to make you like
You'll push
soccer,
more.
that they are just going to hate it that much more. So I'm
Yeah.
going to say what I enjoy about it. I am going to speak my piece about the games
Yeah.
or about the players and my opinions on certain things. And that's going to be it. And hopefully at some point you'll come around and see the bright side of things and how wonderful it actually is and fun.
Yep.
I think that I did, especially coming from a basketball background. And the two sports are so different.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
some similarities, but they're very different.
And I like that when I asked on that, on your show, I sent you a question asking if you could have your daughter play any sport
Yeah.
professionally.
Yeah.
She chose
Soccer. Yep.
Well, and that's, part of that is that I see that women are able to have not just success in soccer, but they're able to go have careers and be respected for these careers
Yep.
in soccer. And that's not just around here, which I think is amazing, but it's worldwide.
Yep.
And Bryn has enjoyed watching the Women's World Cup and loves the ceremony and the respect that she sees, obviously, by the crowd interaction, the TV coverage, etc. So it's twofold. You don't get that in basketball.
In a lot of sports,
Absolutely.
women don't get
I think that
attention and appreciation as they should. Speaking of which, what do you think? Great segue.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on.
Oh.
She didn't answer the question. What's wrong with your co-host? No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. because-
Everything.
Yeah, well, exactly. I know. We could do a whole hour on that. No, I'm kidding. They're good guys. Alex isn't here tonight, but Slickhawk
Yes,
is.
Slick
Yes.
is.
They're
They were
good
both
guys.
going to come to support me. Alex got holed up with a bunch of work.
No worries. But
Yeah. Yeah, Mark says that Alex sucks.
Exactly.
But they went to high school together, actually.
Really?
Oh,
Mark?
yes.
Okay, that's nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
We need to get all the dirt on Mark from you, Alex.
Exactly.
Let's
But
go.
I'm joking because I agree with your answer. Your
Yeah,
answer was
totally.
you nailed it. That
Yeah.
you can't, and just like a lot of the soccer folks think those who don't like soccer are evil, and then the same thing on the outside. And there's this weird and it's any sport.
It is,
I don't
man.
like the NBA for a lot of reasons
It's
anymore.
so odd. But for some reason, it's soccer and any other sport. The clash between the fans is very almost combative at times. And
It is. I like my buddies I
it's
tailgate with.
sad.
I can't convince them to at least be okay with soccer. They always just talk a little smack, and I'm like, dude, come on. And I've
Like, it doesn't
I've
need to
known
be
these
like
guys
that.
since high school. I'm like, yeah. I'm not saying love it, but just don't trash it. Don't be like, they always bring
Right,
up
just be
ties.
respectful of the fact that
Yeah.
we like what we like and you like what you like. It's back
Yeah.
to the conversation, and we do this every week. It's like we talk about this a lot. This is my
Like,
soapbox. My biggest
but the
thing.
flopping, I'm like, basketball has it,
Oh my
football
God.
has it.
Basketball's terrible at it. Football's terrible
Yeah.
at it.
Oh, basketball has
They
been
all
coming
are.
on with it all the
Oh
time.
my God.
Yeah. Whole nother subject.
Going back to a little something that I thought of when you're talking about the sport, the profession, and the opportunities for women in professional sports. What do you think about the Sports Illustrated Sports Person of the Year? Do you think Carly
Miss Serena.
Lloyd got snubbed a little bit, or how do you feel? Do you think Serena deserved it over Carly Lloyd? Because there was I know there was also a horse controversy. There's a lot of furious, mad horses on the internet.
Okay. I don't agree with the horse sports at all.
No. No.
That one is way on my back burner. But I'm going for Carly and Serena. I can understand why they would give it to Serena as far as just long-term respect is concerned,
Right.
legitimacy over so many years and being at the top of her game for so many years.
Exactly.
If we're
But
going at a 1 year clip here, if we're just saying of the year,
Which that's what the award kind of is.
right, then I would say Carly just killed it.
She did. I mean, I looked at it and I love Serena Williams. I'm a big fan. She was amazing. But you can look at, winning the title as like the big crown on your head. And Carly, granted, she didn't dominate the whole year per se the way that
She
Serena
was
did.
there when she needed to be.
But in the championship game, you nailed it. You
Yeah.
nailed it. She was the reason why they won that World Cup.
Yes, absolutely.
So,
Great point. But that's, I think, a great point. Is it a one-year thing? Is it a long-term thing? The horse debate was a joke.
That's really funny.
I
I know. I was like, really?
It was dumb.
The legitimacy of that sport in and of itself is in question, only because of the treatment of the animals is what I have a big problem with.
And there's
onesies, people after my own
we
heart.
Have a shark, it's the shark onesies.
We got
again.
shark onesies. That's the amazing Kayla.
We usually have for karaoke. There's 2 or 3 of them that will the SonarFeed shark. Yes, perfect. But yeah, it's so just that's not even a discussion. And the reality is, if you look at it, the reason why they brought that up was racist. I think most people who were bringing it up were racist. A black woman won
that's
it,
so sad.
It is.
That's why they're bringing
it
up.
So
Again, that's just my own
no,
opinion.
dude. I get it, man.
Stupid. It was dumb.
Yeah. It was silly.
Serena's a hell of a. I mean, she's amazing.
She is.
She is amazing.
And I love that she got it.
She
had an
incredible
amazing
athlete.
Yes, totally.
Incredible
She
athlete.
really made a huge comeback. Because I remember that she got sick a couple years back, where literally she got sick on the court. She couldn't even control her body.
How long have her and her sister just been dominating tennis,
Forever.
dude?
Yeah, it
feels
historic.
like forever.
Historic. Yeah. And they opened the sport up to so many more, not just women, but also minorities, just players overall. Saying that
I
we can
agree,
dominate.
especially minorities.
Yep.
Yes.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Adam would like to know: have you been to any rain games, and if so, how many? Have you taken her to any rain games?
I have not taken to Bryn to any rain games yet. I wouldn't say that is out for the future.
Yep.
I've only been to a few. I've watched a few on TV. Yep. I watched it with a little bit more interest when I was.
Would you agree that streaming of that broadcast are the worst streaming ever? I'm just kidding. Adam is sitting right there. Bootstrapper Studios, who does the amazing streaming there. I'm just giving him a hard time.
I used to watch it with a little bit more interest back when I say, gosh, I went to school with some of these girls.
Sure.
I watched some of these girls grow up and play, and I heard about them playing AAU. That held a little bit more interest to me. And I feel really guilty saying this, being that I played basketball for as many years as I did, and I love basketball as much as I do, but watching the women's product is painful.
Ooh,
for me.
Interesting. Very interesting.
It's painful.
You know?
I wish that it was more exciting and that there was something more about it. Although I will say that there is a significant difference between the fundamental talent of a women's basketball player professionally versus a NBA player, even college male player fundamentally. You won't see women missing free throws on the same hand as men do at the same or higher levels.
Now you're talking about the Storm now, though.
I'm talking
Women's
about women's basketball as a
No, I know,
whole.
but I was asking about the rain.
Yes,
But
rain
you're saying in
or
general,
any WNBA team,
no,
really,
the
for
rain
that
or
matter.
the female soccer.
The rain games. Yeah, I'm thinking WNBA.
Yeah,
I was picking
Storm.
that up, and
Yeah.
that's a great. Actually, that's a good, interesting. That's really interesting.
My basketball
feedback.
team was named the Rain.
Oh, that's awesome. No, I'm talking about the women's professional.
No, I haven't taken Bryn to any of
Okay.
those games yet either. It's hard for us.
the
We don't barely even get out to Sounders games anymore.
Yeah.
We watch a lot of them on TV
Yeah, no,
because
it
of how
makes
much I work and she's back and forth.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, but back to the Storm, I agree. It's hard. It's a hard product for me to
I love
watch.
Sue Bird though.
I love
What
Sue
up?
Bird.
Yeah.
She's a great
You're
player.
amazing. And she loves her favorite artist, Biggie.
That's
Biggie's-
her favorite?
Yeah, I remember reading this article when she first came out of college out of UConn, and the Seattle Times.
That's
did
right.
this whole
She went to
thing.
UConn.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. East
yeah.
Coast girl.
Yeah, love her.
SSFC Victory Lap would like to know, what should she eat for dessert? So what is your favorite dessert, maybe?
Yeah.
Let's rephrase that one.
Crepes.
Oh, nice.
Curveball. I never would have thought of that.
Yeah,
I go
what
brownies.
do you have
myself.
in your crepes?
Nutella.
Nutella and bananas is really delicious.
That's a good one. Yeah.
With just a sprinkle of powdered sugar.
Okay. I'm gonna try that. I'm not a big.
Otherwise,
banana.
that I would do strawberries and cream.
You know what I recall?
Nice.
So my grandma in Mexico used to take bananas, almost plantains. I don't even know if they're regular bananas. Probably
fry 'em up?
plantains. No, she would slit them in half
Yes.
and load them up with sugar and bake them.
Yes.
Ooh, yes.
Bake them.
Or like
See,
broil
I-
them.
And then
Yeah.
we'd
I
get a
fry 'em
glass
with
of warm
cinnamon.
milk, and it was like the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No, those are so good. And I do it with bananas and not plantains, but I will slit them in half, as you're saying, lengthwise. Hot
Yeah,
dog.
yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Hot dog. And fry them in coconut oil and then just put a sprinkle of cinnamon on them.
Ooh.
Because when you fry them up and they're warm like that, they become so candy sweet.
Yeah.
You know
Oh.
this.
Yes.
Getting
Yes.
skills here.
Yeah.
Dropping
Yes.
recipes.
But it's
Let's
healthy
Yeah.
and super sweet.
I like it.
Yeah.
Especially the coconut
That
oil.
was my go-to when I did a Whole 30. That was my dessert.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Go. Cool.
I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah. Food show.
I'm definitely gonna have to try that. Okay.
I'm gonna look up at some notes. I wanted to ask a little bit of well, I kind of already did a little bit non-soccer, but going a little bit back to soccer. How much do you love Pineda?
Really?
I love Pineda, man.
Gonzalo?
Yeah, Gonzalo. I love Pineda. He's my boy. I love Gonzo. I know you're not watching, but I still love you, man. Repping.
I think that he's a very good person. I think that he's a very good soul for the team. I think that
Soul for
he's
the
just,
team.
quite honestly, lost a step.
I keep hearing that, man. But I still believe. Compa, yo te creo. Let's go.
I'm not saying anything.
No, it's okay. But did you guys watch the final of the Liga MX? Did you hear about
No.
that crazy final? So the Liga MX final, Tigres were up 3-0.
Just love how you
in
say
the first-
Tigres.
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 Tigres were up 3-0 in the first leg. So everybody thought the Pumas were out of it. The Pumas came back and scored 3 goals, 2 of them in like the last 15 minutes of the match to take it to overtime. Then Tigres scores a goal in the 20th minute, but in the second half of overtime. And literally Pumas scores in the last minute of the second overtime to take it to PKs. My dad was calling me nonstop, telling me, "Mijo, are you watching? Mijo, are you watching? This is una locura. This is crazy." I was like, "Damn." Tigres ended up winning it. Tigres, and the coach for Tigres was the coach that handed off the Mexican national team to the current coach, the one that actually won the 7th Gold Cup. Sorry.
Dave would like to know, when is he getting his wine?
Damn it, Dave. Have you?
That should be a new segment. Damn it, Dave.
Damn it, Dave. Oh, my God, that should be one. That's a great one. We're going to have to. That's
Damn it, Dave.
Damn it, Dave.
It's my go-to with Dave. Damn it, Dave. I do owe Dave some wine, and I felt Dave behind me talking tonight, and
Yes,
so
he
I
was.
think that's why he says he was earning his wine.
No. Oh, that's right. Now I get it. Now
I owe
get
you a
it.
lot.
Damn it, Dave.
Damn it,
Love
Dave.
Next up on SonarFeed.
It is. It is
That's a
hashtag.
good
It's on
question for
now.
you. Okay. We got about 10, 15 minutes left. You good for time still? It's like
Yeah.
8:40.
Yeah,
About
Let's
just a few
go.
minutes.
she's alive.
She's entertained.
Yeah.
She's
She
entertained
is.
and good. Okay. So last questions, if anybody has one. Does anybody here have any questions they want to ask Miss Kelly? Slickhawk, do you have any
Slick.
questions you want to ask? Oh no. You don't want you don't want to get in trouble for the next podcast.
You can do it, man. You can throw
Anybody
him
else?
out there.
Anybody
Throw
else?
him out there.
Mark?
He knows better because I have to see him again on Wednesday.
Yeah, exactly. So that is Karate Emergency. You can find it on iTunes.
Yes,
It's also
iTunes
on
and Seattle
Seattle
Sportsnet.
Sportsnet.
Yeah.
.com.
.com.
Okay,
Got
there
it.
you go. And that's Slickhawk, Alex, and Kelly.
Yes.
Very good so far.
Very good,
I'm
actually.
finally
you.
catching
Yeah.
up to him.
It was interesting to find out how it got the name. I was like, how did it get the name? I had
Yeah.
to do a lot of research.
You had to go back to the first episode
yeah,
for that.
but I
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
I got it. I found it. It was interesting. Do you want to elaborate?
Go ahead. I want to hear
So,
your side of this
I-
story.
the way I heard it was basically Alex and his hoops people that he went to go play with on a regular basis went to their gym and they got booted out because there was a karate class that had an emergency and they had to put the class at the gym that they usually play hoops at.
There was a karate emergency.
A karate emergency. So they went back to a bar and they were talking about what the heck, really a karate emergency, and kind of went into the whole idea of a podcast and named it the Karate Emergency.
I love it.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's
It's
a
fun.
great-
You guys are
it's a
doing a
great
good job.
name.
Like it.
Yep. I enjoy it too.
Yeah.
It's good because you guys haven't have that loose flow. You have some segments, etc., but you have a nice flow back and forth
Thank you.
between the
Yeah.
co-hosts, and that's
Slick, despite his anti-soccer tendencies, is a
Yeah.
good point man.
he is.
Yes.
No, it's, and we joke about that. And that's why I asked what's wrong with them. But it's kind of a fun little.
Yes.
one of the things we always want to do, especially being live, is just go with the flow, and whatever happens, and you move on.
That's sometimes we have segments that we usually don't even decide on until the night before, the morning of, and we'll go in with the best intentions, and things will go sideways. But sometimes when things go sideways, that's the best kind of show, right?
We've never had that happen here, ever. No.
Ooh, Adam said a podcast crossover. Have Kelly host her favorite segment with you two.
Ooh.
Nice. Love
That
it.
could be fun.
Also, a quick question here from Brendan.
Yep.
Which Sounders player has made the biggest impact in the first 7 years of the MLS? It doesn't need to be a current player.
Which Sounders player that has made a biggest impact in MLS? That's
Yes.
a complicated question, Brendan.
MLS.
That's like 3 different levels of thought here.
Yeah. The biggest Sounders player since they went into MLS. Who made the biggest impact on the team since the MLS?
On the team, but on
I think he's asking MLS.
No. Since which Sounders player during the 7 years the Sounders have been in the MLS has made the biggest impact? Just the Sounders. Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a current player, so it could be Dempster,
so it could be Freddie.
or Kelsey Keller.
Or Keller.
Keller has made a huge impact both on and off the field, considering his broadcasting now, and he's taken that broadcasting a bit national. And I would say he really set the stage as far as goalkeepers are concerned. We have a very, very high expectation of our goalkeepers now here because of him.
Yep, I agree.
I would say that's a great answer. Thank you, Shemaine.
Great answer.
Put your Final Fantasy away.
I'm done. I'm one. Let's go. That was a great answer.
So this is gonna be a tough question. You said there was nothing off limits, and so I'm gonna push the boundaries here.
Pushing.
Uh-oh.
He likes to do that.
No, it's not that. It's not that bad. It's not an after dark question. The biggest loss that we know of for the Sounders in 2015.
Biggest loss?
Yeah.
Like game or player?
No, player or there's Brendan Slickhawk back there. They're done drawing, and now they're coming to get behind.
I didn't realize Slick was there too. That scared me.
Biggest loss to the team of somebody that we already know.
Zach, easy.
Zach. Okay.
He's a heart.
Yep.
Yeah,
and we don't know for sure what.
How
his situation
often,
is
when
yet,
you're watching
fully.
a big game, are you seeing Zach in the middle of that circle pre-game, firing up everybody? How often is that what you're seeing?
All
Who
time.
else takes that role?
Oh,
Brad.
man.
To a lesser extent, Brad.
Brad
Yeah.
Evans.
I know.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. This
I
is a
know.
hard question. I know. But as what I knew, the background is
My
awesome
kid.
right now. I love it. Your kid's awesome.
Love her.
So Zach, okay. I love it.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have anything else you want to say?
Anything you want to share with our friends?
No, I think we went over a bunch of different topics. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Okay. Do you have any last questions you want to ask?
Yeah. Actually, I don't know. I already asked a ton. I loved it. You're awesome. Great feedback.
Yay.
Talked about a lot of the sports. Talked a lot about you. You're one of the most informative sports persons that I know on Twitter.
Thank
For
you.
sure, no question. I even knew before it was Sounders related. I was following Seahawks
Yes.
and the Huskies, so it was even
I was
before the
looking
Sounders.
back on some pictures in my Facebook of this. We've known each other for like 4 or 5 years
Yeah, it's
now.
getting up there. It's getting
Crazy.
up there. It is getting up there.
It's a small world. It's funny.
Isn't
the whole
it?
Twitter
It is.
Yeah.
world, and
It
that's
is.
obviously that's where all this came from, and I love it. So thank you for coming out tonight.
Yeah.
Yes,
It was
yeah.
super. I mean, it's just great because one of the things we really want, and now this is 2 weeks in a row where we've had a predominantly female guest, obviously, a
Yes.
strong female voice, and
Yes.
it's something that we believe in very strongly.
Totally.
Him as an uncle, me as a
yes.
father. I mean, it's a big.
I appreciate
big
you
deal
guys
for us.
having
EC
females out.
Yes, like
Yeah.
ECS announcing that they have a co-president,
Co-president.
a female
Heather.
co-president. Heather's now the president. Bar has always had a female president. It's actually part of our bylaws in Bar that we
Yep.
have a lady co-chair too.
Yep.
So we are
I
big
love that.
believers
Yep.
in
Love that.
big believers
Yep.
in making sure that we take the input because it makes us better. It makes everything
Absolutely.
better. The sports,
Yes.
community, the world. Yeah, totally.
I got another question for you. It's a political question,
Ooh.
somewhat, but it's not really. It's a political
That's
question,
all
but it's not.
Hi.
Do you
I
think
know,
we're better
right?
off as a country and a nation and the world now than we were, say, in the 50s? And I know we weren't all. I mean, I wasn't born in the 50s. None of us here
The
were.
simple answer is yes,
Yeah,
strictly if you're
simply.
going based off of laws and voting and rights, things of that nature.
What's up?
I
a
would say
tough
that
question.
things have gotten a lot more complex as far as diving deep into the misogyny and
Yes, absolutely.
and
It's hard to answer a serious question
Yes,
with that.
but
It's an awesome face right there.
the simple answer would be yes, just for those alone. But I would say that it's hard to answer that with just a simple yes or no. There's so
Exactly.
many different layers that you could go into with that.
But you answered it exactly as the way I feel, that we're on the right path, but there's so much more that can be done, and we're just one little corner of, as Mitch in the morning used to say, we have 39 and a half listeners, right? So
Yeah, he still says that.
yeah, I know he does. Yeah, but I mean, it's like, but that's one little small corner that if we can make a little bit better, and we can offer a little better, and hopefully we touch, and then that and it spreads on from there. That's all. So your answer was awesome. I love it. Thank you.
Yeah,
That was
for sure.
Thank you.
good answer.
Thank you for being here. Any last questions or comments you want to share with our
Is there any
friends?
question we should ask your mom that we didn't ask already?
Yeah.
What questions did you ask her?
We asked her
there
what's her
something
favorite
that-
dessert.
Is there
We
something you
asked
wanna
her
know?
If you could play any sport like as a pro, she said she could see you playing soccer professionally. Well, if you could
Ask
play
your
any
mom.
Sport,
Oh.
If you could play any sport, what would you like to play?
Soccer and basketball.
Soccer and basketball. Who's your favorite soccer player?
Zach, Scott.
Let's go. Let's go. What's your favorite
the
kind of
fuck was that?
taco?
What?
What kind of taco is your favorite? Chicken, beef? What kind is your favorite kind of taco?
None.
What?
That's,
What about Terry?
That is very. that is very common at that age, Hugo.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh,
It's
I didn't know that. See,
extremely-
I'm learning. I didn't know
Oh my God! I can't believe I didn't touch on this.
What?
Wait, wait,
What?
We're gonna extend the show by another minute. Hold on.
Works.
Taco.
that. Terry taco.
Terry
Got
taco.
it. Good answer. What's the question?
And back there, it's really common at that age. The
Good to
kids
know.
Don't like it.
Oh my
Tacos.
God.
They go through a wave, so
no,
don't
I
worry.
gotta talk to Penny a little bit more serious about this. I do.
Tinder.
Oh my God! Yes, it was in the notes.
So
Yes.
It was
Swipe
in my-
right,
hold on,
swipe
hold on,
left.
hold on.
What happened?
hold on.
Wait, you really want to talk to me about Tinder? Bryn, go sit down, please.
Yeah. Hey,
yeah.
can you go talk to Slickcock for a minute?
About Terry taco. Let him know about
Well,
Terry
someone
taco.
grab my kid.
Hey, Dave,
Oh,
can you
my.
adopt a kid?
Ellie taco.
Hey, Bryn, can you go over and talk to Dave for a minute?
Yeah.
But actually, first though, Mark wants to know: would you run his Tinder account?
Totally, I would run his Tinder account.
Done. Got it. Heard it here
Done.
first. You heard it here first.
So maybe
It's
we
gonna
won't
happen.
go into this conversation now. But,
Yes, let's
but
do
it's something
it.
we should. Well, we have to be careful of the ears that are around
I
Bryn,
understand.
would you please go sit down, sweetheart?
for like 3 minutes, and then we're done.
Yes, por favor.
Yeah.
Me
Bad
gusta.
words. Like timber. Bad
Yes.
words like timber.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
She can be taught.
Yes. Good parenting right there.
Best sports moment of 2015 or 14? That was 14.
No bad blood.
That was 14 and 15.
Oh
it
man.
started in 14 and then came back in 15.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
what?
The Tinder moment.
Oh, my favorite or least favorite?
Well, you're
Michelle.
Our favorite.
Michelle.
Definitely our
Michelle.
favorite.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Everybody was like, "Oh my God, what's your latest update? What's up? Oh my
I
God!"
think
How did that? It just came about. He just.
it started with Brault, Michelle Brault.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah.
So Michelle Brault found Michelle on Tinder.
From Dallas FC.
Yes, and when we were
Or FC
playing
Dallas.
them last season, during the season, and she's like, let's go swipe right on him, see if we can connect, and if we do, then let's go get him drunk before the game so he can't perform.
So swipe right means that you want to engage with them. Swipe
Yes.
left means you get
Yes.
rid of them.
So,
Now I finally know what that means.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Me too.
dang married people.
I know.
I'm not, but yeah, I never really messed around with Tinder. But
So
now that I know.
her and I both did. I didn't get a notification until the morning that he had connected with me, that we
Oh
had
my
both
God.
swiped right on each other. And he sent me a message that morning asking, if I wanted to hang out
Oh,
and
man.
if I wanted to go to the Sounders game.
I think I remember
That
seeing
he
Oh,
would-
because he can get you tickets.
Right.
Yeah.
He wanted to give me tickets to
I
the
can hook
game.
you up.
And I
Oh
said
my
no, but if you agree to not score or assist in the game, then I will meet up with you afterwards.
What was this? I can't remember how he answered.
He said yes.
Oh my God.
And that's when
He
we won.
agreed.
No, that
We
was a
won
draw.
3-0.
Oh, wait, that's
We won 3-0 in that
regular
game.
season
Yeah,
okay,
that was
Yep.
that was a regular season game last season.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
I can't believe it was in my notes and I just fully forgot to ask that
Yeah.
question.
It was funny because I was deleting a bunch of screenshots out of my phone today, and I saw those come up, and I was like, "Oh, that was a good memory."
That
love
was
it.
fun.
I love it. That's
we all
awesome.
enjoyed that very, very much.
Oh, I saw that ECS enjoyed that quite a bit.
Oh, no question.
Yeah, it was very much enjoyed. That
I was
good.
watching from home, listening to the Michelle chant on TV.
Well, and I was in
So-
GA with my daughter that night, and so
Oh my
having to
gosh.
explain that, I was like, "Don't worry about it. We'll
Yeah.
talk about it later."
Don't
We'll
worry
talk
about that one. That's adults only
Yeah.
conversation.
Oh my God,
That was
great.
so
That was so great.
Oh my God, I love it. So, all right, Kelly, thank you again for coming out.
Thank you.
tonight.
Thank you.
course.
Thank
You're
you
welcome
for
back anytime.
Thank
doing what you do
you.
on your guys' podcast, repping Sounders, soccer, letting Slick Hawk know. Let him know. No.
Oh.
No, but you guys are doing a great job. You do an
Thank
amazing job. You have a
you.
great voice there, so thank you again.
Yeah,
Thank
Of
you.
absolutely. Yeah,
course.
thank you. One last shout out. We will be doing our FIFA tournament at the end of January, either the 24th
Yes.
or 31st. We will be announcing that hopefully within the week.
Yes.
Also, www.patreon.com/SonarFeed.
Hit it up.
Constellation and Company.
Yes, big shout
Sarah.
out to Sarah. Love you.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Our first Patreon.
Yes.
We also have a couple others at the table.
Robert
who've
in
done
the
it, so thank you.
house.
Mariana, many other folks have done it.
Yeah.
Thank you all.
Salsa Queen.
Also, if you haven't checked it out yet, Supporter Stories.
Do it.
Oh yeah, supporter
They
stories.
were awesome.
Yes.
5 of the 6 they've released are really good.
They are great.
5 out of 6.
I agree. I agree.
I-
I didn't like.
I didn't like mine. I talked too
It was
much.
fun, man.
But-
Me too. I just went like, I
Yeah.
couldn't stop.
Yeah,
I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop. I was just like, I told
Yeah.
him, I was like,
No,
you didn't. No.
I can't wait to listen to the 3.5-hour episode of yours when it's
It
released.
could go that long, actually.
30 minutes, whatever. But yeah, but it was great. Supporter
was
Stories.
great, yes.
Go to the supporterstories.com and you can sign up and maybe have your own story told. So thank you guys for doing that. That's Bootstrappers, Constellation and Company, and Nos Arietes who are
Yes.
doing that. So great work there. Again,
I know.
Kelly at Kellydotgov from Karate Emergency
Yes.
and many other wonderful things, including
Oh my
teaching
God.
single moms
Yes.
how to be more
Efficient, I would say.
efficient. Thank you.
Efficient.
That's a good word to use.
Yeah.
Thank
It's great,
you.
man.
Thank you for doing that. I appreciate
No,
it.
it is. It's not
Appreciate
easy,
that.
man. So that's, that's
Much love there.
much
So,
love.
Kelly,
Much
thank
love.
you so much.
Thank you.
Hugo, we'll be back next week. We are doing one last
Oh,
show.
yeah.
We normally this would be our last show of the year, but we were talked into doing a kind of a holiday special.
Yeah.
We're gonna have holiday cookies and stuff and
Yeah, come
brownies
back.
and we can wear hats and
Yeah.
we're just gonna kind of have an open show where we
Yeah.
talk and
Get together with
talk
friends
about
here, everybody.
a little bit
Hot
about what
toddies.
happened in 15, what we're looking forward to in 16. Could be
Good.
soccer, could be what life.
Yes,
And that's
go.
it.
Have fun.
For sure.
Right now.
It'll be soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
She
All
wants
right.
to go sing.
She
My
wants to go
gosh, my
sing.
daughter's such a
Karaoke.
performer.
Love it.
All right. Hugo, Aaron, Kelly, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Later. Let's go.
Hey, this is Alexi Lawless, and although I have no soul, I know about heart. And heart means you listen to